not privileged to have the height of mind, the MC. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم. Your Excellency, the Governor of Borno State, the Deputy Governor Gombe representing the Governor of Gombe, who is the Chairman of the Northern Governors Forum. I would like to stand on the well-established protocol by the MC, but I must recognize two other persons: the Sheikh of Borno, who is our chief host here, and of course, all the members of National Institute in this hall, including the governor himself. So governor is recognized two times. First as governor, second as MNI. I recognize the Shehu because of so many similarities, peculiarities, and closeness that we've shared over the years. I've always told people whenever I come to Borno or Maiduguri in particular, I'm just coming home, because this is my home. The home I first stepped into in 1963 as a young boy out of primary school, and escorted my father, the 17th Sultan of Sokoto, on the first ever visit of any Sultan to Borno, to the 18th Sheikh of Borno, who happened to be the father of the current Sheikh of Borno. That time, when we came, two of us, I'm sure we didn't even know each other. Today, by the will of Almighty Allah, two of us are sitting on the thrones of our forefathers, and the 20th Sheikh of Borno, and the 20th Sultan of Sokoto. So there is that closeness between me and Shehu for the past 16 years. I came on board 18 years ago, he came on board 16 years ago. So I'm 2 years older than him in this business. And from that time, we have remained very, very close till now, till this morning. And inshallah, we'll continue to be stronger and closer till death do us apart. In the 16 years of Shehu, this is the first time this NTRC National Executive Meeting is holding in Borno. This is the first time. So it's your time now to host us. And we're so delighted by the level of hospitality accorded all of us since we came into Maiduguri yesterday. Some even did visited some of us. So we're always happy to be here. We feel at home whenever we come here. And I have said this home. We are holding this meeting, which we fixed over a month and a half ago, which the governor confirmed during the holy month of Ramadan that the date we fixed is still okay with him. And the Sheikh said, yes, whatever I say, I'm his boss as the Fulani. So I said, we will hold the meeting here. So with the agreement of Sheikh, the benevolence of the governor, whom I always found to be so fascinating in how he carries about his responsibilities as the governor of this great state, despite the challenges. You see, Almighty Allah does not make mistakes when he gives leadership to his servants. So he gives leadership to whom he wants, at the time he wants, for as long as he wants, and he takes it away from anybody whenever he wants. So there must be a reason why the Almighty Allah brought this gentleman at this time in the history of this state and in the history of our country. So I used to ask him in a joking manner, where do you get your strength? And the way he could answer, I would tell him, it's from Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because whoever Allah gives power, He helps him to walk in the best way possible for the Ummah He gave leadership to. So as long as you take all your worries, all your cries, all your problems to Almighty Allah, you will never ever go wrong. You will succeed. And that's why I believe Borno is succeeding despite challenges, despite comments which recently brought up some tensions, which you have had comments. And alhamdulillah, since we have brought this meeting here, I think it's best for us to discuss all these issues at the closed door. The insecurity in the country, in the north in particular, because Borno is here. We are here in Borno, rather, and since we are here, we discuss the happenings in Borno, because we've heard comments of Boko Haram returning, and I say, I will be lying. Boko Haram will never return here, inshallah, because Almighty Allah will give us the strength and the wherewithal to deal with any insecurity situation we find ourselves. I'd like to thank the governor for taking up this challenge of hosting us for the first time in the last 16 years since Shehu became the Shehu. And our coming here is not just, it's by coincidence, yes, but to prove a point that we are all brothers to one another. And as brothers, whatever happens to you, your brother also happens to you. And whatever we can do, we must do to help your brother. And I believe we fixed this meeting to hold in Maiduguri for so many reasons. But one best reason is for us to strengthen our unity, our brotherhood as brothers in this great country, in this great state, in this greater states of the north. And I believe we are doing just that. So our coming together is to debunk any insinuation of the insecurity returning to Borno. Yes, there is insecurity in Borno, in some parts of Borno, it's okay. There's insecurity everywhere in the world, not only in Nigeria. But some of us that go around the world, we know more people are killed in some developed countries every day than the total amount of people killed in Nigeria in a month or in 2 months. So insecurity is everywhere. And the fact that there is insecurity, there are clashes here, there is killings here and there, should wake us up for us to take action on what do we do to stem the tide of this endless and merciless and madness that's going about killing innocent people. For example, what happened in Plateau yesterday, and also within the week, over 100 people were killed in Plateau. It's very sad because people just appear from somewhere and kill people and then go and they were never arrested. Before then, people were killed in Sokoto on Saturday. People were killed in Kebbi. People were killed so many other places. So if you put together the total number of people killed in the last 1 month is so high. And not only in Plateau, not only in Borno, not only in Sokoto, but so many other places. This should worry us as fathers of the nation, because like so many times, we are more concerned with the situation in our country than an average politician. Because before 1940 amalgamation, bringing North and South protectorates into Nigeria, our forefathers were running the affairs of the present-day Nigerian places. Everybody knows the Kanem Borno Empire, of course the Sokoto Caliphate, of course the Oyo Empire, of course the Benin Kingdom. All of them exist before Nigeria. And that's why we as national leaders, we feel bad. We feel saddened when we see our people being killed by our other people whom we don't know. And I think it's important for us to work harder and talk to ourselves. And in the closed session, we will do that. They will come up with what we believe we should advise our political leaders. They are the helm of affairs, and we believe in changes, and Almighty Allah has brought changes, brought the political leaders to govern the spaces that we've been there before, and we have no qualms about it. We are not worried about it, but we must work with them, and we are working with them. And so many of them, like the governor of Borno, has been one who has been working closely with traditional institutions, and I think he's been successful at some extent. So our coming together as traditional leaders in the north, senior traditional leaders, and I believe we have over 86 first-class traditional leaders in the north. We're speaking with one voice to say enough is enough of these senseless killings of innocent people across the north, across the country. We have never and will never support it. We've never felt happy about it. We have always been sad whenever we hear such things. And we have released so many statements of condemnation. How many more times do we need to condemn all these things before our political leaders use our security agencies to bring to an end, or at least to reduce to the barest minimum the insecurity in our country? We will not get tired of calling our leaders to do what we believe they should do to offload the heavy duty, the heavy responsibility Almighty Allah placed on their shoulders. Because I've said it so many times, Almighty Allah will ask you on that great day when it was only you and Him, what did you do with the leadership I gave you there in the world of Borno State, for example? Zulum will be there for the 8 years he was here, he will account for it. I won't be there, and everybody will live on his own. So I think it's high time we look into this. Stop making comments that insinuate that certain people are the cause of all our problems. No, we are the cause of all our problems. I've said it so many times for the last 15 years. If we want to resolve the problems in the north as leaders, we can do so. How? We sit together and discuss and take issues up one by one and say, this is what we are going to do. From the governors to the traditional institutions to the ulama to the common man on the street, what he should do to help the security agencies, the governorship, the political leadership, and us to bring to the barest minimum these killings. And I believe we can do so. So we have to look at other options. If we've tried 1, 2, 3, we have not succeeded fully, then let's try 4, 5, 6, 7, and then definitely we will succeed. And what I mean by this is bring in traditional institutions from day one. Sit with them and say, this is what we want to do. Then you will see how successful you will be in your governance of any state, of any local government. Because I believe we know the importance of some of these things. And I believe we have what it takes to bring to barest minimum insecurity in our country. We have seen the theme for this meeting, which I said when we go into closed door, we'll discuss all these issues. And I believe all hands must be on deck to bring out solutions to these problems. And whenever we bring such solutions to the political leaders, let them know we're only helping them. We are not, we will never be in contention with the political leadership of the various governors and whatever. We are here to help them. We know time changes, so do people. If Almighty Allah brings changes, we accept such changes, but we must work hand in hand. So we are not competing with the governors of any state as traditional leaders, as Islamic leaders, as Christian leaders. We are not. We are only there to help you to offload the heavy responsibility of leadership the Almighty Allah placed on your head. Work with traditional institutions with all honesty, with all respect, and with all sincerity, and you will see the result. So definitely, it's going to be very, very positive. To our security agencies, you have to work extra hard. You have to up your game, step up your game, because sometimes people make comments that it's after people have been killed, then you hear sirens and whatever of security agencies going there. What happened to our intelligence gathering? How come we don't know what is going to happen next minute? When we are cadets, some 50-something years ago. We used to do all this on paper, on the ground. Now, as generals, as colonels, as captains, we are on the ground physically to do practically what you need to do. So what happened to all this information gathering from the common man, from the populace, on the whereabouts of these criminals? And whoever is criminal is a criminal. Let's not ethnize criminality, and let's not criminalize ethnicity. Because we have diverse nations here, very diverse. So let's not look at some people and say, yes, they are the cause of all our problems. No, they cannot be. If you know somebody is the cause of your problem, then deal with it. It's as simple as that. But let's not ethnicize criminals, because there are criminals all over the world. Whether you are Fulani, whether you are Kanuri, you are Hausa, you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, a criminal is a criminal. Give him his name and deal with him based on that level. If you say all Fulanis are criminals, then I am one. I am the leader of Fulani in this part of the world. Unless you say I'm also a criminal, or a bandit, a kidnapper. But these are issues that we need to talk about. We don't throw our ethnic backgrounds, no. We are proud of that. Almighty Allah brought us into the world with that. So we have no problem with that. I'm a very, very proud Fulani person. I said everywhere all over the world. Whether it's Washington, whether I've said it. People don't know what Fulani is, please read books. People don't know what Kanuri, read books. Everything is there. And that's why we thank the government for bringing back history. Some of us try to close the history books as though history does not exist. You can't erase history. You can't. What happened has happened, and it's there written. You can't come and be through social media. But that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, put somebody sit in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will swear that it's true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So we're not happy with what's been happening either on the plateau or other places. There are other video clips of recent that we saw of so-called malams caning innocent children because they are pupils. How on earth can any person claim he's doing it on behalf of Islam? It's not Islam. It's tyranny. It's madness. And such people must be dealt with. The same people, if caught, they should be brought to the public square and caned 100 times for everyone to see if they cane those children, they are also caned. We don't support that. So what we'll do in our local session, we'll discuss about this issue. For traditional leaders, some of us in various places, we engage the ulama and other stakeholders and all the school proprietors. What do we need to do so that such nonsense cannot continue to go on? If need be, we should be able to close down some of those schools and also take some of the schools to court. We'll discuss it in the closed session. How do we go about it? But I believe one of the ways is for us to take it up personally in our various emirates, in our chiefdoms and whatever. See how we can bring some of these issues to an end, because it's very embarrassing to see such people. I think if you check their mental state, I believe 85% of these people are mad. If you are not mad, you cannot be hitting an innocent child who has come to you to learn. In whatever way you want to learn, whether it's Quran or it's arithmetic or whatever it is. Those years are gone. Some of us who went to school were never caned. I was never caned in all my life. Except one time, I wouldn't tell you. And that was by the order of my father in my primary school, but I won't tell you the story. You read one of these days, one like him. So we should look at some of this. Why should people be so mad? Is it the situation in the country that's making people lose senses and then become mad? Beasts. Let me use the word beast. With due apology to all of you. Because it's only a beast who can behave that way. When we saw it, we were really saddened. But some people are now putting it saying, yes, that's Islamic. It's not Islam, for God's sake. Stop insulting Islam. If you don't know what is Islam, don't use the word Islam. And that's very bad. I've seen a lot of postings, Islam. It's not Islam. Let us talk about Islam. We are the ones who should talk about Islam. We are the spokesperson of Islam. I don't think anybody who is not a Muslim should speak about Islam. If you want to respect Islam and respect Muslims, don't say anything about Islam because you don't know anything about it. Just like if you don't know about Christianity or Judaism or whatever, don't speak about Christianity. That's the best way to go about it. And inshallah, we have direct in the next couple of days in Owerri. Such issues will be brought up. I will bring this strongly so that we will talk to one another as Christian and Muslim leaders to respect one another, to respect our religions and our religious beliefs, so that we live peacefully with one another. And I think the best option always is dialogue. What dialogue? If dialogue does not bring peace, stability to any place, I'm telling you, war cannot. War will only bring destruction. War cannot bring peace to any place because even wars are fought to keep peace. Look at all over the world what's happening. People are trying to keep peace in their domains and they are fighting wars, killing thousands of people. That is not right. But they are doing so to keep peace in their countries. So let's talk to one another. Let's not throw away the dialogue option. Like some people are suggesting, I have some comments yesterday by some people that I think in one state that you should not dialogue with bandits and herdsmen. Herdsmen are innocent people going about their duty. They are not the ones causing all this. Dig deep, do research, then you find out what's really happening. In all these states, there have been herdsmen, farmers clashes in so many years, for centuries, and they have always been resolved. In 80 years, I've been part and parcel of resolving the conflict in Benue between herdsmen and farmers. The governors around can testify to that one. But what happened, politics came in. When the government takes over, he gets what the other governor did because it's not his own political party. And that's things which we want our political leaders to now look at. Government is continuous. If you take over, if you don't want to continue with whatever the predecessor has done, draw a line and continue with whatever you want to do. So I think my opening remarks just set the stage for you to know we are here on a very serious business. The insecurity in the north, the underdevelopment, the good works our governors are doing all over the states, which we know. And example is here in Bruno. Because go around Maiduguri in particular, you will be shocked with all the insecurity. You have these such gigantic projects that sprang up. Within the last 6-7 years of Zulum, you have seen a lot. And I think as it's counting down, he will count down in a much stronger way. That's our prayer for him. That when he leaves, I want people to include, here will lead the crying session of Zulum living. Here will lead the Shehu Bama, Adikwa, and all of them. Come and say, oh God, please keep Zulum for us for the next 100 years. But that's the effect of leadership. When you are doing good, people will pray for you. So our own is prayer. We can't do anything. We pray for you and pray for you and pray for you. Pray for the president, pray for the governors, government chairman. We pray for them. We all this every day. Whenever you are praying, please pray for your leaders. When you pray for them, they do good, we enjoy. If you pray for them, if you don't pray for them, they do bad, we suffer. So it's important to pray for our leaders. Don't ever castigate your leader and say he's useless. Nobody is useless, 100%. Nobody. But there's a limit to what somebody can do. And I believe we have a lot to do in all these issues. So finally, I would like to thank the governor once more. I want to thank the Shehu for being very, very magnanimous, very, very hospitable with this large number of leaders. And I believe if we are to host this meeting again somewhere, I challenge any governor to do what this government Shehu has done. And I'll see which governor is going to call me and say, Sultan, the chairman, we want to host you the next National Executive meeting. So I'd like to once more thank all of you for coming. Came from far, so many of you came by road. despite the fact that there have been media hype that the roads are not safe. You came by road, some came by air, some came by spirit. They just appeared from nowhere. How did they come? I don't know. But we saw some of them. So I think it's commendable, and we want to urge security agencies to double their efforts, provide security to everybody, not only to Governor, to Sultan, to Shehu, to everybody, because it's everybody's responsibility on your head as security agencies, because you are armed to secure the lives and properties of an individual, of an average Nigerian. Once more, we thank you most sincerely. We thank all the members who were able to turn up. Some were not able to turn up. They called me. I said, no problem. Once I'm around.